Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Kiana here again. So today we're back again with prosperity with God. So prosperity with God, keeping our eyes on the light. Okay, keeping our eyes on the light is keeping our eyes on God. Okay, keep your eyes lifted toward the hills. Keep your eyes lifted toward the sky. Keep your head up. That's why they say keep your head up, because you keep your head up, you're looking towards God. Okay, don't put your head down. Don't look down for anyone. Okay, and the main topic that I want to discuss today is, I was trying to find a good topic, but I feel like this would be a really good one because a lot of people are still battling with this so deeply, because the enemy knows what and where you're supposed to be going. So he's going to use, the main target is people. Okay, his main target will be people. He will use places and things, but he's going to use people first because it's easier to do that. So the enemy will jump into people closest to you. I know you guys all heard this. It's true. He does like to do that. So you're not battling with flesh and blood. You're not really battling with the person. Okay? That's why you don't need to hate anybody, because we're not battling flesh and blood. This is a spiritual battle. Okay? It's a spiritual battle. So if you're into it with your spouse or a sibling or your mother, know that you're not really into it with them. This is a spiritual battle, and the enemy is going to use whoever he can closest to you, and probably not even closest to you. He could use anybody. He could use your boss at work. He could use a stranger in the store. He can use anybody because that's easier access for him to use, because it's a person. You know, you won't get so mad because let's say that you were trying to set up a TV, okay? Yes, you're trying to set up a TV, but you can't really get physically mad at a TV, because you can, but it's not going to be as much friction and chaos versus it being a person, okay? So he can frustrate you through little things, like you can have little things, hiccups during your day, right? Oh my God, I'm late to work because it started raining. There was a crash on the freeway, so I had to take a different route. Or, oh my gosh, I have to go back to the house. I forgot my wallet. Okay, your mind is rushing. You know, your mind is rushing, and like he can use little things to get you off task, those things like that too. But also he's going to use people because it's easier for him to use somebody closest to you, or not even closest to you. He's going to use people because it's easier. Okay, it's better for him that way. It's better for him to use a person. So what he likes to do is he likes to jump in people around you. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because people need to understand, you guys should understand that you're not really in a battle. It's not you versus them. Let me tell you something. It's never been you your whole life versus anybody. It's never been you. God already gave you everything you need to know spiritually. He said to keep your eyes lifted towards the hills. So when circumstances come to attack you, you know in your mind, okay, where am I going to put my focus back onto? Am I going to get mad at this situation because I'm into it with whoever the person may be? Let this get the best of me? Or am I going to draw back and realize that this situation at hand can only change based off of what I do? It's only going to change based off of what you're going to do. It really is. It's going to change based off of what you choose to land on. Do you want to land on the good side of things, or do you want to land on the negative side of things? You have free will. This is your life, okay? So always remember that we're not battling against flesh and blood, but spiritual wickednesses and whatever else they say in high places. This is a spiritual battle, okay? This is a spiritual thing, okay? So those of you guys hating someone, or even feeling any kind of ill intent towards someone, This is another way to keep your heart clean. I know it's easier said than done, but it's so much easier when you understand this, because you're not really in a battle with someone. It's you versus you. It really is. Once you realize it's not me against, it was always me against the world until I found it was me versus me. Yes, of course it's always been you versus you. Your life is your own show, because yes, you were birthed out of your mother's womb. Yes, you have a family. Yes, you have a husband. Yes, you have a wife. Yes, you have children. But at the end of the day, nobody's like how you came here alone. You're going to leave here alone. You're going to leave here alone. So your responsibility, yes, those things, of course, I'm not saying don't take care of the family. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you're not in a battle with you and people. You're in a battle within yourself. I told you guys are in a battle between yourself and the choices that you continue to make when circumstances arise in your life. So you're in the battle with that person that you see in the mirror every single day. You have to make a choice every single day, every second, every moment of your life. Every moment you're making a decision. Do I want to land on the good side of things, or do I want to land on the bad side of things? So when you put in your head and understand that when circumstances arise and you're arguing with someone, that is not you really, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. It may seem like it. Like, say if somebody stole some money from you, took some money from you, okay, you're going to get mad. Yes, right, of course. Or somebody put their hands on someone you love. Of course, you're going to take it there. But you don't want to feed too much into something so much to the point where you let it get the best of you. You see people losing their mind over situations, letting it get the best of them. You don't want it to be that. You don't want it to get too deep. You got to understand that the enemy is using things to get you off the course. He wants you to take a detour in your life. And that's another thing I want to talk about on another video on a later day, is that when your life begins to take a detour, that's how you know. When your life is any way, shape, or form, when your life is in any way, shape, or form harming you, your life can only harm you based off of the decisions you make and the people you let around you. Okay? That's why you got to ask Most High for discernment to let you see what places and people you should be involved with. Okay? That's why you got to know yourself for yourself, because whenever your life is putting you at a detour, okay, making you go backwards, or at any given time where your life is harming you, then you know you have taken a detour. You're going backwards, okay? Or your life is just harming you and you're not on the course of life. Your main thing is for you to stay on the course of life. Follow the yellow brick road. Keep your eyes toward the hills. Keep your eyes lifted toward the sky. Keep your eyes to the light. Keeping your eyes lifted towards the light is keeping your eyes on God, okay? Yes, I know it's so much easier said than done. But once you keep reprogramming your mind to understand this, nothing can really, it's going to be actually an easy flow. Your life is going to start feeling like it's flowing like the wind, because you understand how life works. You understand the principles of what's really going on around you. That's why you have to be aware of what's going on around you. Okay? That was a lot. But anyways, I'm telling you guys this because you guys are not in a battle between you and whoever y'all in a battle with. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. Okay? People might say, oh my God, you're an asshole. You don't care. You don't care about anything. But you know what? I care. I care. You actually probably care so much. I care so much to the point where I'm not going to let this get the best of me. Okay? You got to be like that. I care so much, you know what? To the point where I'm not going to feed this, because what the enemy wants you to do, he wants you to care so much about that negative thing that's going on in your life so much. He wants you to care so much that you let that situation get the best of you, that it takes you out of you. Okay? It brings out the worst in you. He wants you to care so much about that little bitty situation where it gets you off the detour. It gets you off the yellow brick road. It gets your eyes off the sky. It gets your eyes off the sun. It gets your eyes off God. He wants you to care so much about that situation that's at hand in your life right now, to where you have so many blockages hitting you left and right because you chose to go to left instead of going right, when you could have went right and kept going down the right path. So you got to keep your eyes focused on the light, no matter what is going on. It's going to seem very hard. And I know it's so much easier said than done. Like, oh my God, you're just living in fairy. You're not living in a fairy tale, because honestly, what you do, whatever you give your energy to, that's what you're feeding. I already explained that too in another video. The enemy only is in your life, and you keep seeing chaos and things around your life, which God wants you to have prosperity in your life, and you can see it. I'm not saying your life is going to be perfect. Nobody's life is going to be perfect. But wouldn't you rather have a more cleaner slate when you're feeding positive energy versus you feeding negativity? Because the much more you feed negativity, you're going to be seeing that prosper way more faster in your life. And your life is going to be in chaos. Or would you rather have prosperity in your life and not have to deal with a lot of things? Of course you want to. So you can make the decision that you want to land on the good side of things and not feed the energy that these people are wanting from you. They want to take your energy. They don't really want you, not the person physically. I'm telling you guys this. You're not in a battle with the person. You're in the battle with, it's a spiritual battle. The enemy sees that you are on the course. I told you guys this. He wants to get you off the course. He wants you to take your eyes off of whatever you have going on. Anytime that you are on the course and you're getting further and further and further and further and further and further and further in your life, he's going to be sending more and more things your way, okay? He's going to be sending more and more things your way because he doesn't want you to break generational curses off of your life. He doesn't want there's people who break generational curses, but more than likely in this world, there's people, the majority do not. We don't want to be the majority, okay? We can't be the majority. Who wants to be the majority? We're greater than the majority. Your eyes is to keep looking toward the hills, looking towards the sun, okay? Everybody else is just doing the same thing. Why would you want to be the same when you can stand out? You was meant to stand out. God made you to stand out. God gave everybody gifts. Like when people say they don't have a purpose, everybody has a purpose. So you shouldn't feel insignificant than the next person, because everybody is important. Everybody has something to bring to the table. You get to choose and find out what your purpose is to shine your light, okay? Ask God to show you your light. Wherever your light is, dive into that, because that is your gift. That's what you're meant to bring on this earthly field. It really is. And then when you go back to heaven or whatever you believe in, and I just want to make that very clear too, whatever you guys' beliefs are, everybody here is welcome. There is no judgment zone, okay? But here we are landing on the good side of things, okay? I just want to make that very clear. This is not anything negative. Anyways, let me nip that in the bud. But yeah, you're in charge of your life. You're in charge of where you're going, okay? So when you guys are having different circumstances and people come up against you in your life, attitudes, frictions, situations, words, oh my God, words. Make a video about the words. Words, you guys, words are words, okay? Even actions. Hopefully nobody's getting touched on in any way, shape, or form. And if you guys are, you guys need to go ahead and figure that situation out. And I wish you guys the best, but words are just words. You got to be free from words of people. Who are people? A man is just a man. When I say man, I mean women and man. Men are just men. People are just people. Be free from that. But when you guys are battling with these situations that are happening in your life right now, please know and understand that it's really you versus you. It's not you versus whoever is at your work or in your home or at the store. It's not you versus them. It's you versus you. The enemy is watching you. But God is watching you too. God wants you to remember what he told you to do. God wants you to remember who you are. You don't let situations get the best of you. You get the best of the situation. That's how you win. That's how it's you versus you, right? So what are you going to do? What are you going to bring to the table? And when situations arise in your life, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to land on the bad side? Or are you going to land on the good side? I'm pretty sure you're going to land on the good side. So anyways, you guys, just please continue to feed great things, because we don't want to feed anything negative. We don't want to let these people get the best of us. And when you let the enemy get the best of you, you're feeding him. That's the last thing I'm going to say. When you let the enemy get the best of you, you are literally feeding him. And that's why he has more depth in your life. That's why you keep having a lot more chaos than what you probably should, because you keep feeding him your energy. And all he is negative energy. That's all he is. It's negative energy. So stop giving him what he wants. Stop feeding him, because you guys are keeping him alive. I made the video on this. Whatever you are feeding is growing. So continue to feed positive things in God and the stuff that you believe in for yourself. Keep your eyes lifted towards the hill. Keep your eyes lifted towards the sun. Keeping your eyes lifted toward the sun is keeping your eyes on God. And keeping your eyes on God is keeping your eyes on the light. And the light is positive, okay? Woo! So I hope that helped you guys out today. Know that you are not in a battle with people. Really. The battle is you versus you. What are you going to do about it? All right? So let me see what the message is today. Okay. Here we go. It says, I cannot make this up. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. It says, your light. Oh my gosh. Whew. You light a lamp for me. The Lord, my God, lights up my darkness. Exactly what I was just taking. Oh my God. That was a good thing I brought these prayer cards, because even the last one was right on point to the video. I can't make it up. It says, you light a lamp for me. You. God lights a lamp for you. Positive energy lights a lamp for you. Keep choosing the light side of things. The Lord, my God, lights up my darkness. Exactly. So that's Psalms 18:28. God is lighting up the dark rooms, the dark situations around you, and he wants you to know that. That's what it says here. Keep your eyes lifted towards the hills. Keep your eyes lifted towards God. He wants you to understand that I'm working at hand in your situation, in all your situations, but don't forget about me, because I never forgot about you. Don't forget about him. When chaos and situations arise in your life, don't forget about God. Please don't. Please don't. The enemy wants you to forget. Keep your eyes lifted towards the hills. Keep your eyes lifted toward the light, and you shall see what we'll be working on. Prosperity. Of course, it's yours to have. Keep landing on the great side of things, and you shall see it. Anyways, I wish you guys the best. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.